Hello and welcome to Affiliate Reviews. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Easy Info Product Profits. I'm sure that's a tongue twister somewhere, or very well could be, as with many other product titles that we look at. Before we jump into this is going to be an honest review, not a hype or sales or paid promotional video. We're going to go through the product, looking at the sales page, helping you to understand what you're going to get, taking you a little bit beyond the sales page to give you as much information as we can, ultimately hoping to help you figure out whether or not this is a good product for you or not. There will be a link to the sales page in the video description. If you purchase the product through that link, I do receive a commission, which I always appreciate the support, but my goal is that you will never again buy a product without knowing going in what you're going to get. So I don't ever want you to buy a product that is not something that you are 100% confident about going in. So that's my goal. And with that, let's jump in here. Easy Info Product Profits. This is training that is going to help you to start selling your own information product. Not just selling, but creating as well. So we're going to skip over the sales hype. Now, I do like... if you've watched this channel, you know that most of the time I hate screenshots because most of the time they make outrageous claims with no evidence to tie them to anything whatsoever. You know, this one doesn't tie us to anything either, but to claim $20.50 in one day is actually pretty freaking realistic. So I do, I appreciate that this is not somebody who's like, hey, here's $600 in a day, and you're going to make, I made this on the first day. No, this isn't showing anything like that. It's just showing $20.50 in one day. We're going to go down here, and this is going to show multiple sales. This is not going to show specifically the date, but it is showing, just not spectacular results. Now, you might be looking for spectacular results. The reality is that a lot of niches in online marketing, you are not going to jump in and in your first week make $6,000 in a week. That's not going to happen to most people most of the time. Even if you buy the super affiliate promoted and created product that you spent $700 on, in most cases, it's still not going to happen. If it did, there would be far fewer people watching review videos like this. In fact, review videos like this and review videos offering bonuses and things like that would be getting almost no views because everyone would be jumping on the same products and making huge amounts of money, and it doesn't work. It just frankly doesn't. Most people who, regardless of the product, will do very, very poorly. So this is actually fairly honest. Now, information products, you're going to be making things like ebooks. Now, if you're creating an ebook, your ebook is probably going to be created up out of chapters and possibly subchapters. And what that means is that you can release them. We see PLR all the time, which is comprised sometimes of just individual articles. There might be mind maps. You might see sales reports or just reports on a field someplace. And people will buy those things to put up on their site. You might also decide that you just want to create ebooks to sell as ebooks. So this is going to be showing you how to choose a niche, how to pick a subject, right? So you might choose marketing, you might choose health and wellness, you might choose childcare or child raising, you might choose mental health and self-help. You might pick gaming, or you might pick something like chess or Dungeons and Dragons or board games. You might pick video games. You might pick gardening. There's no end really to things that you can pick and write on. It's going to show you how to research your product ideas. Now, this is going to be helpful to you because in so many cases you might have a great idea for an ebook or a series of articles, but somebody else has already done it. In fact, it could be that 300 people have already done it and you're not going to stand out. How to create an ebook. how to create an ebook cover. Ebook cover is going to be a big deal because even though we have the age-old saying, don't judge a book by its cover, most people do. Most people will look at the cover and go, no, I don't want to buy that because I don't like the way the cover looks. How to create sales funnels. Now, this is going to be huge for you because you can pick up a course on writing and content creation and have no success in selling it because you don't know how to market it. So how to create a sales funnel. Now, there's a ton of products on the market, and some of them I've reviewed just in the last couple of days. The most recent being Breeze Funnels. There's a lot of products out there that will create sales funnels for you. It never hurts to have an idea of how to do it from scratch yourself, especially if you're just starting out, you've got a smaller budget, if you've got more time than money, then creating it yourself could be something that you are interested in doing. Never hurts to know something like this anyway. How to set up your machine and launch a product. Now, your machine is really going to be your sales funnel and, well, it's going to be your sales funnel predominantly. It's going to be where you're marketing it and your advertising and all of that. You're going to get step-by-step instructions on everything involved and more. So you won't have to have a website, which means you don't need a domain, you don't need hosting, you don't need any of that stuff. You don't need to rank a video, so you're not looking at depending on YouTube for this. You don't need to spend money on paid traffic. Okay, now, again, this usually tells us that we're looking at social media. For ebooks, of course, there's other mediums. Now you can certainly use social media, but you can take your ebook or your content. You can sell it on eBay. You can sell it on Amazon. You can sell it on Etsy. You can sell it as a direct download that you market from. Again, if you do decide to have a site, you can host your content there and sell it directly. And the only person you're paying, the only company you're paying any commissions to, is going to be PayPal. So there's going to be a lot of different ways that you can market this. There's going to be lots of ways you can get different traffic. You're not going to need technical knowledge or skill because, well, now I think you are going to need some skill if you're going to create written content. It probably helps to have some skill in writing. Now, by technical knowledge or skill, I think what they're looking at is you don't need to be an expert in tech stuff. You don't need to know about websites and HTML and CSS, and you don't need to know, obviously, given what we've already looked at, it's going to teach you about things like sales funnels and whatnot. So you don't need to have salesman skills. Again, the platforms you're going to be using are going to be doing a lot of that for you, and no staff needed because everything is going to be hosted someplace online. So this is ultimately going to be a great product for somebody who enjoys writing, somebody who enjoys researching, and somebody who, again, has the time to put into creating these products. So the front end of this product, how to do all this stuff, obviously this is not one of those 5 minutes to set it up, fire and forget type income strategies. This is, you're going to spend time researching a niche, researching an idea, writing the ebook or the articles or whatever it is, creating the content, and then you're going to sit back, you're going to market it, and you're going to let other people buy it. And it's going to set you up in the long run for passive content, because once you put an ebook up on Kindle or Amazon, excuse me, or Etsy or wherever it is, it's going to stay there. And so you can do the work once, and you can be selling the same product for years. And unlike traditional books, and by the way, you can print these out as traditional books. There's a lot of print on demand and small print run publishers. But you absolutely can create physical books as well, but you don't have to, and so you don't have to worry about that expense. You're going to get some bonuses, maximum launch profits. I'm not going to read through the descriptions on the bonuses. You guys can check that out for yourself. Product launch success, email monetizer, and you're going to get all of that plus a 30-day money-back guarantee for $17. Now, I like this. I do. It's been pretty forthcoming about what it is. I want to look at the FAQs quickly too, and then I'll continue with that thought. How much investment is required? You can start with just $10. So you are looking at to get all of the things up and running that are in this guide. You are going to be looking at a small investment, but you're not going to need, $500 or $1,000 or anything like that. You're looking at a small investment to get some of the stuff going. I don't honestly know where that investment is going to be required. Again, I've not purchased this product. I'm looking at it, and I don't know where the $10 is going to come from. It's newbie friendly. Yes, you can get support, and this is, I always like to see contact information in the sales page, because if you've got questions, you can contact these guys directly. You can get a 30-day refund, but he wants you to demonstrate that you've applied the method. So this is not a no questions asked. Now, this isn't unrealistic, by the way. Your default thought might be that if someone gets their money back, somebody wants a refund, it's because the product was no good. There is a lot of fraud that happens with online marketing, where people will basically use it as a money laundering service at times, or people will try to defraud vendors by making a purchase and then getting a refund. It can be messy. So, this is basically saying, don't buy the product unless you are legitimately serious about trying it out. So this isn't, hey, I bought it and, oh, I thought it was going to teach me about YouTube videos and it didn't. Now, it's telling you up front what the product is and what it's going to be doing. So, and obviously, again, there is going to be work required in writing and researching. Experience required, no, only required, so your time, desktop, laptop, mobile, and internet. Again, you're going to want to be decent at writing, or at least interested in writing, in order to do this as well. I think that's pretty fair. There will be some upsells, and we're going to look at that in a moment. We've got an earning disclaimer down here. Again, I think this is going to be a great product for you if you like to research, if you like to write, and if you are looking to set up a passive income stream doing something that you enjoy. And the great thing about the promotional stuff is that once you start creating content like this, there's a lot of places you can move it, including Warrior Plus, JVZoo, and ClickBank, where we're reviewing. Seriously, I think I feel like I review probably about 10, at least 10 PLR packages per week. It feels like more sometimes, but there's a lot of PLR. And there's a lot of room for different PLR, because usually what comes out tends to fall into one of just 2 or 3 different niches. So there is a lot of room for new content like this. And you can, again, you can pick almost any subject to write on. You could do history, you could do gardening, you could do arts and crafts, and you can move your products in a lot of places. I'm not sure what all is involved in the training here, but I'm fairly confident that there's probably ways beyond what you will learn in this training to market things. And that's not saying that the training isn't going to be thorough. That's just saying that there's so many ways to move and alter digital products that it is a case of the sky is the limit in many cases. So I'm done ranting on that. I want to hop over and look at the one-time offers. So this is on the JV page. So the first one-time offer you're going to get is going to cost you $37, and it's going to provide you with some PLR. So, so basically, when you purchase this, you're going to get digital content like what this is going to teach you to create. You're going to get that automatically already done for you, so that you can edit it and you can sell that info product as your own product. Okay, so basically, like any other PLR product that we review on here, $37 will get you PLR on top of the training. So you've got something right out of the box that you can, the metaphorical box, of course, because it's online marketing. There's nothing but fake boxes. Um, you can take the product and you can sell it right away. So if you're not sure, well, hey, does this really work? It is going to cost you an extra $37, but you can take it, you can tweak it, you can put your name on it or your pseudonym or whatever, however you want to rebrand this, and you can put it up on Amazon and Kindle and Etsy and eBay and Warrior Plus and wherever else, and you can, try it out and see how much money you can make off of that without even creating your own product. The second one is going to be coaching. Now, this is going to cost you about $200 US, and that's going to get you 30 days worth of coaching with. I've lost the name of the. I lose names all the time over here. But that's going to get you 30 days worth of coaching. So, again, this would be something that personally I would probably hold off on, but you might feel differently about this. Some of you are going to want coaching right away, and that's perfectly fine. It is going to cost you significantly more. I don't know an awful lot about this particular individual. I did not mean to jump over there. There we go. Actually, do we have, yeah, just Volvo. So some of you are going to want coaching more than others. Again, it's going to depend on your budget. It's going to depend on how much you value that one-on-one coaching over Skype. It is one-on-one coaching, so if you're going to get coaching, one-on-one is, in my experience, probably the best way to go because you're going to get 100% of the attention of the coach. There are some people who will sell coaching and it's basically a webinar. Everything's preset. You can't really, either you can make it or you can't. And you might be sharing the session with 5 or 30 or 200 other people, depending on the nature of the webinar and how popular the coach is. So one-on-one, I would argue most of the time is going to be the most valuable to you. It's also going to let them tailor the sessions directly to you. And I know that's not going to be for everybody. I'm bringing those up so you understand what else you can get out of this. But again, if you are interested in writing and creating content, if you have interests of your own, I think this looks like a great training package. Personally, again, you're getting all of these very very handy subjects to cover. Everything from researching to marketing, and I think that's going to take you a very long way. Again, if you're not interested in creating content, if you're not interested in writing, you could still benefit from this if you are interested in getting into the PLR market, because there's so much other stuff you can buy inexpensively, turn around, and then market it yourself. So it would be benefit for that as well. I think I just made up really bad grammar there. It would be beneficial for that as well. But absolutely, if you are a writer, if you're a researcher, I think this is going to benefit you tremendously. So hope that that's been helpful. Check out the links in the description. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here again soon.